Ever wondered what happens when you ignore a warning? What if that warning is steeped in ancient lore, whispered through generations, and etched into the very fabric of a village's history? Ignoring such a warning could lead you down a path of unimaginable terror and mystery. In a certain haunted village, you might just find out. This village, cloaked in an eerie mist as the sun sets, holds secrets that have baffled and terrified its inhabitants for centuries. In the heart of India lies a village shrouded in mystery. This village, seemingly ordinary by day, transforms into a realm of the supernatural as night falls. The villagers speak in hushed tones about the strange occurrences that plague their home. At the edge of the woods stands an ancient banyan tree, feared by locals for swallowing those who dare approach it after sunset. This tree, with its twisted branches and ominous presence, is said to be the gateway to the village's darkest secrets. One evening, a group of friends, armed with flashlights and courage, decided to test the legend. They were young, adventurous, and skeptical of the tales that had kept the villagers in fear for generations. Laughter turned to tension as night fell, and the wind whispered eerie warnings through the branches. The forest seemed to come alive, with shadows dancing and unseen eyes watching their every move. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the atmosphere grew heavier, and an unsettling silence enveloped them. The friends who had started their journey with bravado now found themselves gripped by an inexplicable fear. When they reached the tree, a sudden chill gripped them. Rohan noticed a flickering light deep in the woods and, driven by curiosity, ventured towards it. His friends called out to him, their voices tinged with anxiety, but he was determined to uncover the source of the light. The others hesitated, but followed into the darkness. Their footsteps were cautious, and every rustle of leaves sent shivers down their spines. The forest seemed to close in around them, as if urging them to turn back. They found an abandoned hut, with a light flickering inside. The hut, which looked like it hadn't been inhabited for decades, stood as a silent sentinel in the heart of the forest. Rohan pushed open the door to reveal a dusty room filled with old artifacts and a cloth-covered mirror. The air inside was thick with the scent of decay, and the floorboards creaked under their weight. He pulled the cloth away, revealing not their reflections, but a woman in a white sari, her face twisted in anguish. Her eyes, filled with sorrow and rage, seemed to pierce through their souls. A cold breeze extinguished their flashlights. The room was plunged into darkness, and the friends could feel the woman's presence growing stronger. Panic set in as the door slammed shut, trapping them inside. The walls seemed to close in, and the air grew colder with each passing second. The woman's wail echoed, filling them with dread. It was a sound that seemed to come from the depths of despair, a cry for help that had gone unanswered for too long. Desperate, they banged on the door until it finally creaked open, and they bolted into the woods. Their hearts pounded in their chests as they ran, the woman's wail still ringing in their ears. They reached the banyan tree, but the hut had vanished. The forest, which had seemed so menacing moments ago, now stood silent and still. Breathless and shaken, they returned to the village, never speaking of that night again. The experience had left them scarred, and the memory of the woman's anguished face haunted their dreams. But the legend grew stronger, warning others to stay away, especially after dark. The villagers, who had always been wary of the forest, now had a new reason to fear it. From that day on, Rohan often dreamed of the woman in the mirror, feeling her eyes watching him every time he passed by the banyan tree. Her presence was a constant reminder of the night they had dared to challenge the unknown. Some mysteries, it seems, are better left untouched. The village, with its haunted past and eerie legends, remains a place where the line between the living and the dead is blurred. The banyan tree, standing tall and silent, continues to guard its secrets, waiting for the next curious soul to venture too close.